Hey guys, it's Norek here from Caliathletics, and today we're going to talk about 5 planche workout rules that you're going to apply into your workouts in order to achieve this skill fast, but at the same time stay injury free. Let's go! As you guys could probably see a few months ago on my YouTube channel, I was able to progress from not really holding a straddle planche into a full planche hold within 30 days. Obviously this planche transformation was based on the muscle memory, so it works kinda different, but anyway, throughout my journey with the planche, I was able to learn a few methods of training and also a few rules that I want to share with you today. Let's start with the first one. Tip number 1 is pretty basic and most of you already heard about this, but not all are applying. Since this skill is really going to put a lot of load on your muscles, especially the wrists, elbows and also the shoulders, you should make sure that you warm up in a proper way and also listen to your body. Anytime you feel pains, you should make sure to take some rest from the workouts. You should listen to your body, implement foam rolling. If it doesn't stop after like a week or 2, you should visit a specialist. And right now I'm going to show you some special exercises for the planche warm-up. So just after you perform the full body warm-up and you're about to start planche workout, make sure to implement these exercises. My second tip is about technique. When it comes to this, most of you probably saw a perfect technique already of the planche, but when they try to apply it, they miss it. So simply when moving from tag planche to advanced tag, from advanced tag to the straddle, they start losing the protraction and many more. So right now the most important things that people make mistakes in is, first of all, obviously, when leaning forward, they start to compensate lack of strength by bending the elbows. The second mistake people really often do is when moving to harder progression that is too difficult for them, they start losing protraction. So let's say I'm moving from tag position, trying to get advanced tag, and then my scapulas tend to collapse and people try to hold this position for as long as they can. No, you should avoid it. You should always remember about technique. Whenever you're moving to the next step, make sure that the form is good, or at least it's acceptable, so then you can improve on this. Third mistake that people really often perform when moving from tag planche to advanced tag. By the way, if you guys like to see a video on how to achieve advanced tag planche, let me know, I will record it. Is that they start to moving from a tag position to advanced tag too fast and with losing the control of your pelvis. So it looks something like this. So as you can see, I'm activating my lower back, which is not really necessary here. Instead, you want to perform this move slowly, be able to maintain the protraction, and then I'm only going to lean backwards with my knees. All this time I'm having the contraction of my core and also glutes activated. Alright guys, the third tip is about the workout methods, and the one that I found the most effective is that obviously you should pay a huge attention into the strengthening exercises, and I usually have a bit higher volume at the beginning of the workouts, so we want to implement all the strengthening exercises that are going to prepare you for the advanced tag planche. So whenever you have all the exercises such as, let's say, planche leans, Zanetti flies, the band assisted tag planche and so on, once you master those basics and you're able to hold the solid tag planche and also advanced tag planche, you feel really stable on that, Then I usually start to switch from this workout method into the sort of grease the groove method and workouts based on atoms. So then guys, you have to simply test if you're able to move from L-sit to the straddle planche, even if you're not able to hold the position for too long. If you're able to do something like this means that if you feel strong enough to perform sort of transition from L-sit to straddle planche, even though you cannot hold this position for too long, it simply means that you can start consider including atoms. With the atoms, I mean performing the maximum holds at the beginning of your workouts, always after a good warm-up. So that simply means, let's say we're going to perform 4 sets of the hold. So I'm moving from L-sit. Even if it's 1 second only, it's fine. Over time, week by week, you're trying to increase the hold. But the thing is that instead of implementing into your workout so many strengthening exercises like 4 sets of advanced tack planche, then 4 sets of tack planche, then Zanetti flies and so on, you want to decrease volume and focus mainly on the holds. You can also use the resistance band to perform straddle planche hold. Alright guys, we got the 4th tip and it's about technique. What I mean is that you shouldn't forget about the scapular depression and also glutes activation. This is the thing that people really often forget about. They feel that their lower back tends to go down and they are simply not squeezing the glutes. What's holding your position in a good line, the muscles responsible for that, obviously despite the shoulders, the serratus anterior and so on, is also your glutes. So whenever you're going into the straddle position or the full planche, you should make sure that you really squeeze your glutes. If you feel that you cannot really understand how to activate your glutes or you simply forget about this during your workouts, you can simply implement some activation exercises for your glutes before the planche workout. So it can be, for example, the hip lifts with the resistance bands or the monster walk. The second tip is about the scapular position. We know that it should be protracted, but many people forget about the depression of the scapula that is going to shorten the leverage, and because of that it's going to be easier for you to achieve the planche. It's really hard for beginners to understand this position at the beginning of the workout, so for this we usually teach it when performing the planche lean. So in planche lean, as you can see, I'm going into the full protraction. I lean forward, but now my scapulas are elevated. I want to depress them like this. Once you understand this in a planche position, in the planche lean position, you can start applying it in the planche progressions. So it simply means that you want to kinda lower your shoulders to here squeeze your lats. Alright guys, and my last but not least tip is about the workout programming. So the thing is that people really often overload the planche workout and overall the workout program. So in this case, you want to make sure that you don't do too much so you can regenerate properly. Whenever you get to the point that you try the straddle planche attempts, I would definitely recommend you to decrease volume and maybe even exclude from your workouts the strengthening exercises. Because of that, you will be able to train the planche more often, and because of this, your nervous system and the muscle system will adapt faster. Whenever you perform the max holds of the straddle position, and just after that you perform 4 sets of tack or advanced tack planche and many more strengthening exercises, you're not going to regenerate properly. And because of that, most commonly you will be able to train the planche in effective way only once a week, because if you go for this type of workout 2 times or 3 times in a week, you're going to definitely feel that you're not doing a good progress. Whenever I achieved the first straddle planche, I was definitely excluding almost all strengthening exercises. I was rather going into the grease the groove method. I was simply doing attempts, and by those attempts I was trying to increase the hold of the position. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. Give a thumb up, subscribe to this channel, and also let me know in the comments about your idea for upcoming YouTube videos. If you're interested in more calisthenics skills or the workout program, check out it on my website, and see you in the next video. Peace.